The room was dimly lit. The faint blue glow from my computer screen cast long, ominous shadows across the walls. I had always been fascinated by the hidden depths of the internet, especially in the dark corners where secrets and dangers lurked. But that night, I found myself wishing I had never ventured so deep. I was a software engineer who specialized in network security. My life was a blur of code and coffee. I didn't have a social life at all. There was no girlfriend, barely any friend I could hang out with. I could only rely on the occasional foray into the darker sides of the web to keep me entertained. It was there, in those uncharted digital waters, that I stumbled upon something truly terrifying. It started innocently enough. I had been tracking a group of hackers known for their sophisticated cyber attacks. I wanted to understand their methods and maybe even learn something from them. But as I dove deeper into their digital footprint, I realized these were not ordinary hackers. They were thieves, yes, but their theft was of a far more insidious nature. They were stealing identities, not just credit card numbers or social security details, but entire digital lives. Photos, emails, and personal messages, they took everything, leaving behind only the empty shells of the people they targeted. The horror of what they were doing was magnified by the realization that I was not just an observer. I was their next target. It began with small anomalies in my own digital life. Some of my files started to disappear. Even strange messages popped up on my screen. The message was clear. This was a warning, and they wanted to make a point. My social media accounts acted erratically, sending friend requests to the wrong people. I demanded money from some of my friends while sending death threats to my workmate. At first, I dismissed these as mere glitches. But as they grew more frequent, I understood the grim reality. No password would save me from this predicament. If I could press one button to reset this entire ordeal, trust me, I would. I was being watched and studied, my digital footprint mapped out with terrifying precision. The hackers were closing in, and I had no idea how to stop them. I thought that maybe they had infiltrated my firewall. Planting a Trojan horse beneath the layers of security. How? I do not know. But what I do know is I had to react fast. The climax came on a stormy night, when the rain lashed against my windows as if trying to warn me of the impending doom. My computer screen flickered, and then, in a burst of static, a face appeared. It was my own face, but twisted and distorted, a digital doppelganger crafted from the stolen fragments of my online life. This couldn't be right. Perhaps artificial intelligence did the job. A computer program is so advanced that it could adapt and react to an influx of data in real time. I gave my assailant the resources they needed to counter my every move. The face spoke as I looked in disbelief. Even its voice was a garbled mix of my own recordings and synthesized tones. "We are you," it said, "and you are nothing." I watched in horror as my digital life was ripped away from me. Photos, emails, personal messages, passwords, and a private access code to my bank account, all disappearing into the ether, leaving me with a sense of profound violation and loss. I remember the last time I checked my balance, I had only 17,000. Not enough to live off the grid, but that would buy me some time. Enough to pay the rent and survive this economic crisis. But it was the final message from my digital twin that chilled me to the bone. "Welcome to the void," it said, a mocking smile on its pixelated face. I sat there in my room with nothing to show. The only sound left was the quiet hum of my now empty computer. I then realized the true terror of technology. In our quest to connect and digitize our lives, we created a new kind of vulnerability, a new kind of horror. The hackers had not just stolen my digital identity, they had stolen a part of my soul. And in the silent, shadowy corners of the web, I knew they were waiting, ready to claim their next victim. My name is Jack Morrison, If you are listening to this story, I want you to be safe out there. Understand that nothing you put online is safe. Whether you browse through a VPN or a private server, you can still be traced and spied upon.